Hello everybody, my name is Dominique Fair and welcome back to Isaac Gaming. Today we're going to be playing a game called A Matter of Murder. Now this looked really interesting, and the name down here, right here, changes every time you load up the game. This one is called Dead Delight. Now this game really interested me because apparently it's a game where you solve a series of murder. But every single time that you have to solve a murder, it's a completely new case. Completely new. It's procedurally generated every time. The names are new, what weapon, how it was killed, what happened, everything is new. So that is really interesting to me. So we're going to get in and we're going to play, and I'm really stoked and excited. I played it a bit last night. I didn't take it seriously because I didn't want to spoil too much of it for myself. So I just kind of messed around to get used to controls more than anything. And it looks like it's going to be challenging and fun, so I want to at least do one episode on it. And then, if you guys don't like it, I'll play it in my spare time. If you guys do like it, then let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to make another episode on it. Okay, so it's frozen right now. That's always a great start to a video. There we go. Introductory case. Welcome to the Manor. So let's do the introductory case, because I'm guessing going down all these mysteries is going to be helpful for us to learn how to play the game. Usually I just press generate new case, and then it would just generate a random case. So I'm gonna be using the mystery thing on the side. Good evening, Detective Barry. You're a new guest at the Manor, aren't you? Don't be alarmed, it's just a body. This sort of thing happens here all the time. There's a problem there. Just let you know. Welcome, I am the maid at the estate. My name is Freyus Liz, but you can call me whatever you like. The other guests certainly do. It's too bad about Eris Von Pinch being murdered, but who doesn't love a good mystery? It will certainly pass the time. Let's begin our investigation in the front hall. If you click on the front hall, we'll go there together. So click on the front hall. Well done. Goodness, why look! Lieutenant Stoutheart is here. Quite a suspicious-looking character, don't you think? You'll want to interrogate all the suspects in the house. The testimony will help you assemble the events of the evening. If you click on the suspect, you can ask for an alibi, information on the weapon, or a motive. Let's ask Lieutenant Stoutheart for an alibi. Alright, let's click on him. Ask for alibi. I was writing letters to underprivileged inner-city kids. It's inspirational to them. Ambassador Wu was with me there in the billiard room. He pats his flanks and smiles apologetically. Shucks, I must have left them in my other diving suits. Excellent. Now let's see if they know anything about how it was done. Let's click and ask about the weapon. Ask about weapon. Golly, identifying murder weapons. That's a little above my pay grade, the lieutenant replies sheepishly. Well that wasn't quite as informative. Not all suspects will have information on every topic. Let's ask for a motive this time. He hesitates. Sorry, but I don't want to answer the question, because Madame Dreary told me all about those stays in the mental hospitals in confidence. You know, I love how he says it. It's like, no, I can't tell you the secret about how he stole the candy. God. Well done. You have fully interrogated your first suspect. You are well on your way to solving this case. Don't be surprised if they occasionally get huffy and leave abruptly. Some suspects are quite sensitive. In addition to interrogating the suspects, you'll find loads of clues strewn about the estate if you search carefully. To examine or search something, click the object you want to inspect. Let's start by taking a closer look at that cricket bat on the floor. Following a careful examination of the cricket, you discover nothing particularly noteworthy. Don't get discouraged. You'll just have to hunt a bit more. I'm sure that in time, you'll figure out which weapon the killer used. When you thoroughly search the room, you can return to the map and explore another part of the estate by pressing the estate map button you'll find on the top of the panel to the right. I'm afraid I'll have to go finish some dusting. I'll check on you later to see how you're doing. In the meantime, good luck with the investigation. Goodbye. And now we're timed too, so every time we do something, like talk to someone or move, it takes up a little bit of time. And once it's all up, it's all up. You cannot go any further. Let's go here, because there are a few people here. You scrutinize the rifle with great care. You notice nothing noteworthy. Ask for alibi. Hey, little girl! Did you murder someone? The ward stops her annoying skipping and regards you with a serious saucer eyes. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but I will tell you that I was in the parlor with Diva LaVox last night. All night. I've thought about it very hard, the ward begins haltingly, and I've decided that I don't want to answer the question about the murder weapon. Ask about motive. What does jealous mean? The ward pipes in her tiny voice. Eris von Pinch accused Ambassador Wu of being jealous, and it started a great row. Ooh, okay. So now we can go to our notebook, and we have suspect and weapon notes. Has no information on the weapon. The cricket bag does not. The rifle does not. No weapon. Okay. So Lord Sao claims to have been with Ambassador Wu this evening in the billiard room. And Lord Constance was in the parlor with Diva all last night. Motive notes. Claim that Madame Drury might have killed Eris von Pinch out of insanity and knew that Ambassador Wu was passionately jealous. Okay, so let's go to the... Let's talk to Madame Drury. Madame Drury is mentioned here. Claim that might have killed out of insanity. Drury knocks back the last of her martini. The dining room, I believe they call it. I was trapped there all night with that idiot, Lieutenant Stoutheart. Wait, did you notice that? You might have just caught someone providing false testimony. Do you recall what Lieutenant Stoutheart told you earlier this evening? If at any time you need to review your notes, simply look on the notebook panel. Interesting. According to your notes, Lieutenant Stoutheart claims to have been with Ambassador Wu tonight. That must mean that Madame Drury is lying. And why lie? Unless they are the murderer. Wait. Hold on. Lieutenant Stoutheart is also at fault, I should mention, because he could also be the liar, and she could be telling the truth. Unless we ask Mr. Wu, whatever, where he was, and he told the same thing, then it would be safe to assume that they could both be lying. You're getting ahead of yourself. And we also know the motive for the crime. Lieutenant Stoutheart has revealed it to us earlier this evening. You'll find the clues. Yeah, I know. Excellent detective work. You have deduced the murder and the motive for the crime, but you still need to find the murder weapon. I will return in a bit to check on your progress. I nearly forgot. Did you notice the clock? Every time you take an action, the clock will advance. Moving about the house will not advance time. However, interrogating suspects and examining objects will. Yeah, I know. If an hour passes on the clock and it will turn red and the police could arrive at any moment. Best not to let that much time pass. Dangerous things could happen. Good luck, detective. Okay, so let's look through our notes. So Lieutenant Stoutheart claimed that Madame Drury might have killed out of insanity. No, let's look through our suspects. Claims to have been with Ambassador Wu in the billiard, which is here. Where does she claim to have been? Claims to have been in the dining room. You decided that it's not the murder weapon. Alright, fair enough. Estate map, let's go to... Piano wire exhibits signs of strain and traces of blood. Well done, you have found the murder weapon. Aha! I noticed that you've discovered the murder weapon. Well done. A word of advice. In future cases, careful examination may not be enough to determine the murder weapon. Additional sleuthing may be required. Well done. You now have enough information to make an accusation. When you know who did it, with what weapon, and why, you can reveal the murderer. In accusing, you gather the suspects together, outline your interpretation of the evening events, and reveal the identity of the killer. You can make an accusation in any room of the mansion, but you cannot accuse while referencing the estate floor plan. To make an accusation, click the Accuse button. If you believe you have solved the crime, accuse. The suspects file into the room, followed by Constable Bobby, who just arrived on the scene. You steady yourself as you take everyone through the events of the evening. The trophy room. When it all began tonight, Ares von Pint was in the trophy room, enjoying a glass of spirits. Select a weapon. The weapon was a piano wire. Yeah. The piano wire was in the trophy room when the murderer walked in. We're going with her being the murderer, right? We're going with, Madame Dreary, right? So we're gonna go with insanity. Being insane, our murderer had completely taken leave of their senses. The murderer tightened their grip on the piano wire and... Madame Dreary. Many of the guests in attendance tonight are guilty of unspeakable crimes, but only one is guilty of murder. And that person is... Madame Dreary! Such a ridiculous accusation! I have murdered no one. Dreary shakes her head in an empathetic denial. You should check your notebook again. You explain how Madame Dreary lied about an alibi at the time of the murder by claiming to have spent the evening with... Yeah, see? Such a nice story. Oh, okay. The madam seems to be taking all this in stride. She swigs the dregs of her drink. And perhaps it is even true. I congratulate you on your powers of observation, detective. Great job. You've got a knack for solving mysteries, haven't you? Let's see how you fare with something more challenging. Yeah. As you progress, the training wheels come off. As you progress, remember the words of Dame Agatha Christie. To every problem, there is a most simple solution. Best of luck. Bravo, Detective. Scotland Yard wouldn't have solved it faster. You have methodical and clever and exposed the murderer. Masterfully done. Don't call me a master. I finished the tutorial. Let's play. Case 1. Less is more. I think it gets harder as you go on to the cases. So we'll do this one. Victorian couch surfing. Country house parties are often dreadful and uneventful. Not this weekend, however. Finally, there's a bit of excitement. What a diversion. Major Thomas has gone and died. Murdered, actually. Seizing the opportunity, you spent the evening alone, practicing your bow. Nevertheless, everyone loves a good mystery. It's a puzzle that needs solving. We haven't a moment to lose. Let the investigation commence. Okay. So, I'm going to leave my notebook open because that helps. Like, the list doesn't help me much. So I'm going to have that opened. Let's go here. Madame Dreary and Ward Constance. Let's look at this first. Nothing of noteworthy. Okay. Dreary glances suspiciously around and lowers her gravelly voice. We cannot be too careful, I know, but don't worry about me. I was in the kitchen with Donna Moore. Okay. So we gotta talk to Donna Moore. Ask about weapon. The time to talk is over. My drink is empty and this cannot be tolerated. And with that, Madam takes her martini glass and sweeps out. She cocks her head to one side. Boring, the ward declares, and she scampered off to another room. Excuse me? You little shit. I'm not going to ask anyone for a weapon because I feel like that's a waste of time. Madame Dreary is crazy, but it's hidden. She sounds very sure of herself. My mum was crazy and I know. You can see it in the eyes if you look real close. Thank you. Let's talk to you. Lord Pladdington absently stubs his cigar out on a priceless heirloom. I was with Ward Constance all night in the drawing room. Is there anything else? With a huff, Lord Pladdington turns on one well-heeled heel and stalks off. You do well to mind the tone you use with me, detective. Excuse me. Kitchen! It's a place I got a thing, and there's quite a few people here. Ask about motive. The doctor pulls a hand from his coat pocket. It's covered in fountain pen ink. If you, excuse me, well, and he helplessly exits. Dr. Wiener, get back here! Alibi? The good doctor pales visibly. Yes, of course, everyone, surely, I was with Donna Moore in that grand ballroom. Yes, right. Okay, so where haven't we gone? Where haven't we gone? Billiard room? Okay, well, it doesn't take much to move around, so that's good. Nothing suspicious here. Estate map, drawing room. Pillow? Front hall, grand ballroom. We already talked to Madame Dreary. Trophy room. That's that. The study. Okay. The dining room. Let's split up and search the house. Huh. I'm gonna fail my first case alone. What's that her about weapon? Did we ask her about weapon? Yeah, because I seem to be the sort of to know about the cause of death just by looking at the body. I have no inkling which weapon was used. Sorry. Oh, I haven't talked to you. I was like a smitten lover, drowning in the beauty of a night-blooming flower in a moonlight garden, murmurs the dawn. If you could call Madame Dreary a flower, in the garden, in the kitchen, a moonlit garden. Get back here, sir! I wasn't finished with you! The dawn is taken aback. I'm sorry. What did you just ask me? Your question. She's impertinent. Excuse me! Revenge, retribution, reprisal. The dawn is working himself up into a state. Ward Constance swore all these things on Major Thomas. I just wish I knew why. Okay. So that's it. I can't do any more, really. So let's look through our notes. Madame Dreary testified to being with Dawn Amore in the kitchen at the time of the murder. Okay, and Dawn Amore testified to being with Madame. Okay, so Madame and Dawn are not. They're fine. Lord Pladdington kept company with Ward Constance. Okay. And then Dr. Wiener testified to being with Dawn Amore at the time of the murder. No. Dr. Wiener is lying. Okay. So let's go down. Weapon notes. All these does not appear to be... So Ward Constance implying that Madame Dreary being quite mad. No. Donna Moore implied that Ward Constance vowed to take revenge. Okay. So... we're gonna fail this. So let's accuse. Yeah, let's accuse. Let's accuse. Let's accuse. No, I'm not. Oh, dear Lord. I'm gonna get this wrong. The excitement began when Major Thomas... Oh, shit. None of these appeared to be the murder weapon. Okay. Select a motive, let's see. Word constants imply that Madame Dreary... Okay, so let's say it was word constants. Let's say revenge. Because word constants tried to blame Madame Dreary. And Madame Dreary was with Dawn in the kitchen. We may have gotten the... But who committed the dastardly deed? Why, none other than word constants. Is this some sort of game? If it is, I don't like it. Not one bit. And I'm not the murderer. I promise I'm not. Fuck. Look here, I'm the authority here, and I will be taking down each of your statements. It would appear that your investigation tactics require some strengthening. Keep at it. You'll get your man next time. Sometimes it's not about the clues you find, it's about the clues you don't find. Sometimes it would be great if it told you what happened. Like what you missed, who it really was. You know? I mean, it's not like you're gonna get it again. Let's go the less is more case again. Because I'm pretty sure it is going to be randomized once again. Right? Yeah, Dr. Wiener is now dead. Okay. I do want to solve at least one that's not a tutorial. Okay, so... let's go into the kitchen. Ask for alibi. Madame Drury knocks back the study, I believe they call it. I was trapped there all night with that idiot Eris von Pinch. The time to talk is over. Fucking hell. Let's go here. As for alibi. The impertinence! Do you know who I am? She's speechless with indignation for a moment. But it's a fact that I was with Madame Dreary in the study after dinner. A well-known fact. Okay, so they're telling the truth. So they were not... they're fine. I was in the dining room with that attractive Princess Lamb. It was all very entertaining, she smiled sassily. But I would have rather spent the evening with you. Charmed, I'm sure. But you could be a murderer, so hold up. Closed her eyes and half smiled sadly. Now the glove comes off. Well, it's better that I find out the beast you are now before things got out of hand. Really? Okay, so we can... Let's use this. We can rule out... Who can we rule out? No, we don't want to accuse anyone. Who can we rule out? Madame Dreary and Von Pinch. So let's actually use this. We can draw out that. And what can we draw out from here so far? A pillow and a rifle. So let's kind of use this a little bit. Where's the rifle? Rifle and a pillow. Okay? So maybe this will help. And what else? Diva testified to being with Princess Lamb. Okay, so let's ask her for an alibi. The princess squints at you, and she doesn't like what she sees. You have quite the nerve to ask me, but you have to check with Diva. Okay, we were in the dining room. Dining room. So let's go to a checklist, and Diva and Princess Lamb. That leaves us with Major Thomas. Okay. Let's ask her about motive. Your ridiculous ideas have gotten you here, she clucks. Eris von Pinch is in love with Dr. Wiener and is spurned and suddenly a murder. Yeah, that don't help though, because she was with you and you claimed to being with her. Let's find out where Major Thomas is. There he is. Hello, Thomas. Nothing out of the ordinary on the road. That doesn't mean it's not a murder weapon. Let's ask for an alibi. Diva LaVox will tell you that we were in the trophy room. I was practicing my blasted anger management, damn you. The Major trembles on the verge of poking you in the chest. You have no right, detective, and I won't stay here and be talked to like this. Okay, okay. Let's go into the music room. Poison. You collapse the poison firmly in your hands and attempt to reconstruct the crime, but after much you conclude that it wasn't. Okay. Can we look at the body? And decide that he must have died here in the music room. Well, really? Ah! Okay. Were we here? Wasn't used. Hello, Major Thomas. Can we ask about weapon? So the great amateur detective is unable to determine which weapon was used. He smiles, color me shocked. I don't want any sass from you, excuse you. If we ask about motive, is he gonna give me the same thing? Or could he give me a different... That's the one thing I don't know yet. Help, stop right there, detective. If any of us had a motive, we Princess Lamb. What with the Dr. Wiener's blackmail threats and all? Oh. Little candlestick. Nothing particularly noteworthy. Oh boy, we're gonna fail again. We already looked at the rifle. What's this, an ore? Fucking hell. We're fucked. Ugh. Front hall. Hello. We've been here. Did we go to the drawing room? Let's check on the knife. It's accused because we don't... We've got nothing! Kept company with Madame Dreary in the study all night evening. Madame Dreary claims to have been with Princess Eris, and Princess Eris claimed to have been in the study. Okay, so those guys are, and then Diva and Princess Lamb were in the dining room. At the start of the night, Dr. Wiener had adjourned to the music room where the many instruments lay deaf to the horrors that awaited. Weapon notes. Okay, so let's look at my checklist. Cricketback and the poker are the only things that I didn't get to check. And I get one thing wrong, and the murder is considered not solved, which is a shame. Let's go with rifle, pillow, rope, poison, music room, cricket bat. Oh, I did look at the cricket bat. There's no information. Wait. So I looked at the... I didn't look at the poker. So let's assume that that's it. Yeah, let's assume that's it. Select motive. I don't know the motive. Imply that Eris von Pinch testified that Princess Lamb was being blackmailed. Okay. So... Major Thomas... Let's say he lied and he was the one being blackmailed. I just wish it would tell you, like, what % you actually got right. Because, I mean, I know that... I had nothing to do with Dr. Wiener's murder, you dolt. Shit. This is fun, though. I'm enjoying this. Let's play one more. Fiendish fun. Let's play one more, because I am thoroughly enjoying this at this point. Even though I'm getting all of it wrong, and I'm a terrible detective, it's fun. Airman Penelope chose tonight to be murdered. Oblivious of the goings-on in the house, parlor. As for alibi, well, I suppose you have to ask even if I was in the trophy room with Lieutenant Stoutheart. Hello. Major Thomas and I were in the trophy room. Okay. Okay. You said probably wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Kitchen, Lord Pallington, all night, you can check. Okay, so Lord Pallington.
Hmm.
Where's Lord Pallington?
Mm-hmm.
An alibi. But if you must know, I was buttonholed by that Master Percy in the parlor. Alrighty. Let's look at that. Yeah. Okay. So, Ambassador Wu was in with Lord... Okay, so Major Thomas claims to have been with Lieutenant Stoutheart, and Lieutenant Stoutheart was with in the trophy room. Those two checks out, okay? So let's use the checklist again, and let's cross off those two. Ambassador Wu was with Lord Planington, and Planington claims to be with Lord Percy. So where is Percy? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
That's for alibi. You are with... Yes, let's go with... Does perishing of count as an alibi? He considers less. Let's go with that. I was actually perishing in the parlor. Okay, so... In the parlor with... Okay, so Ambassador Wu... Okay, so Master Percy and Lord Planington check out. Okay. So we got that down. Let's look at our notebook in the weapons. Pistol or in poison? Pistol or and poison. Okay. So where is Ambassador Wu? You do not check out, I'm afraid, my dear. She spears a cocktail onion with Lucky as an heir to Airman Penelope Estate. He stands to inherit a lot. No, I cannot tell you about anything. Okay. Let's look here. Probably wasn't committed. Let's check that off then. Gallery. We were here. Kitchen. Let's look at the hammer. Trophy room. Let's look at this. Dining room. We looked at this. We need an axe rifle or rope. Fuck. I like that looking around takes no time. Rifle. Unlikely. I wish I could see the body! I might be able to get some form of information from that. Let's look at the rope. Lord Planington, what are you doing in here? Let's ask about motive. I wouldn't be surprised if Major Thomas offed to get revenge. It's not who I want. Let's talk to someone else. Let's talk to you. Let's get motives from you guys. Ask about motive by Lord Planington. Now Lord Planington really despises her. The Master Percy was madly smitten. Who did I not ask? Did I ask you about motive? And then Ambassador Wu thanked me. Okay. So wait a sec. He said something about Ambassador Wu. Alluded no. Claim. Lieutenant Stoutheart claimed that Ambassador Wu might have killed over blackmail. Let's ask him about weapon. Because did anyone say anything about weapon? Not him. Okay, so let's accuse. We don't know for sure what happened. Or at least we don't know. Let's say we don't know the weapon for sure. Let's say axe, because that's the one thing that we didn't get to check. Let's say it was out of blackmail. Right? Blackmail. Okay. And let's see here. You're accusing me of murder? Well, I deny it, of course, because I didn't do it. You explain how Ambassador Wu lied about the alibi at the time of the murder by claiming to have spent the evening with Lord Pallington. I did it! He did it! Yay! She smiles a wistful, lonely smile. I've learned over the years that there's a time to press forward and there's a time to admit defeat. And now might be the time to admit to this particular defeat. Bully for you, detective. Your deductive reasoning was on point. You were methodical and clever and exposed the murder. An astounding performance. You know, you failed the other three, but good job on solving this one. It definitely justifies the murderer getting away on the other three. Yay! I'm happy though, because that was going to be the last case of the video, so I'm really happy that I got that, because it would have sucked if I failed. I'm still a terrible detective, but yay! I got one! Okay, so that was A Matter of Murder. If you guys want to see the other cases, I can make a playthrough on that, but you guys gotta let me know down in the description below. So, yeah, let me know, and there may be another video coming out on this. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. The choice is yours. There'll be a link in the description below for you to check out my Patreon. That'll support my channel and my artwork. Also support this channel. And I also have a link down below for you guys to check out my Discord, and you guys can join that, and we can talk and hang out and stuff, and that'll be fun and cool and stuff. It's a nice way to interact with you guys. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye!